Welcome to FlyEaglesFly News, where Eagles fans get the latest, fastest, and hottest updates. Hit subscribe and fly high with us. The NFL world is buzzing today with one of the most unexpected moves of the offseason, as the Philadelphia Eagles have officially confirmed a trade with the Tennessee Titans, sending shockwaves through the league and leaving fans and analysts scrambling to process the implications. This is not your typical offseason chatter or speculation floating around social media. This is a confirmed blockbuster move that has reshaped the quarterback landscape almost overnight. Eagles general manager Howie Roseman, known for his bold and often surprising decisions, has once again demonstrated why he is considered one of the most unpredictable figures in the NFL executive world. The central piece of this trade is none other than Cameron Anthony Ward, the talented and promising quarterback who has been a pivotal part of the Tennessee Titans roster over the past seasons. Ward, whose ability to combine strong arm talent with precise decision-making has earned him a growing reputation in the league, now finds himself stepping into a new arena with a franchise that has been seeking that dynamic spark under center for quite some time. For Eagles fans, this is a moment of immense anticipation, blending hope and curiosity in equal measure. The circumstances leading up to this trade are as intriguing as the trade itself, revealing a mixture of strategic calculations and high-stakes gambles that have now come to fruition. For weeks, rumors circulated that Philadelphia was in search of a quarterback capable of elevating their offensive scheme to new heights. A player who can not only command the huddle, but also adapt swiftly to head coach Nick Sirianni's ever-evolving playbook. Meanwhile, Cameron Ward's performance with the Titans had been a hot topic of debate among analysts, who recognize his potential yet questioned whether the Titans' offensive environment fully allowed him to shine. Roseman's decision to orchestrate this trade reflects a bold confidence in Ward's ability to transition seamlessly into the Eagles system, while also signaling that Philadelphia is prepared to make a serious push for championship contention. Speculation about contract negotiations, the exact compensation exchange between the franchises, and the potential impact on Titans' offensive planning has dominated every sports news outlet and podcast in recent days. Fans from both sides have taken to social media in droves, sharing everything from excitement to skepticism, debating whether this move is a stroke of genius or a high-risk maneuver that could backfire spectacularly. Analysts have been dissecting every aspect of Cameron Ward's game, from his footwork in the pocket to his ability to read complex defensive schemes, and the consensus appears to be cautiously optimistic. Ward is known for his calm demeanor under pressure, a quality that could be invaluable to the Eagles, especially considering the high expectations placed on the team following their recent season's performance. His ability to throw accurately on the run, paired with a growing proficiency in quick-release passes, fits neatly into what many describe as Philadelphia's need for a more dynamic and unpredictable offensive leader. The trade also prompts questions about the Titans' next steps, as they now face the challenge of reconfiguring their offensive line and strategy in the absence of a quarterback who has been integral to their planning. NFL commentators are already projecting potential ripple effects, including how divisional matchups may shift and which teams might attempt to capitalize on this shakeup. Meanwhile, Eagles supporters are speculating about the chemistry between Ward and star receivers, imagining the explosive plays that could redefine Philadelphia's scoring potential and, perhaps, their path to a playoff run that suddenly seems much more attainable. The timing of the trade adds an additional layer of intrigue, coming as it does just before a crucial stretch of the offseason where free agent moves and draft planning often dominate team strategies. This has sparked countless discussions among fans, journalists, and former players, each trying to predict how Ward will adjust to his new surroundings and how Roseman's reputation for daring maneuvers will influence the narrative moving forward. Some commentators argue that this is a calculated move aimed at disrupting the NFC East hierarchy, signaling to rivals that Philadelphia is serious about contending, while others caution that high-profile trades often carry hidden challenges, particularly when integrating a quarterback into a system mid-preparation for the upcoming season. Social media trends exploded within hours of the announcement, with hashtags related to Ward, the Eagles, and Roseman climbing to the top of trending topics worldwide. Memes, highlight clips, and speculative analyses flooded platforms, creating an atmosphere of both celebration and debate. This trade is more than just a transaction. It has become a cultural moment for NFL enthusiasts, a talking point that will dominate conversations in sports bars, online forums, and living rooms for weeks to come. The reaction from Tennessee Titans fans has been a mixture of disbelief, disappointment, and understanding, reflecting the complexity of emotions that often accompany the departure of a beloved player. Ward had been developing steadily within the Titans framework, and his presence had symbolized hope for a franchise eager to challenge the upper echelons of the AFC. Now, with his departure confirmed, Titans supporters are left to reassess their expectations, speculate on the team's next quarterback move, and debate whether the timing of the trade might hinder or ultimately benefit their organization. This kind of trade doesn't happen in a vacuum, and experts emphasize the psychological impact on both locker rooms, noting that integrating a new quarterback into Philadelphia, while allowing Tennessee to navigate the void left behind, will require careful management by both coaching staffs. Every detail, from practice reps to media interactions, will be scrutinized as the narrative unfolds, highlighting the intricacies behind what initially might seem like a simple personnel swap. It's a moment ripe with drama, intrigue, and endless possibilities for storylines in the weeks leading up to the NFL season. As speculation continues to mount, social media chatter is reaching fever pitch, with Eagles fans posting reaction videos, clips from Ward's previous performances, and even mock analyses of upcoming matchups that could define the quarterback's first season in Philadelphia. Pundits on popular sports channels are theorizing about how this trade might shift the balance of power within the NFC, particularly in games where the Eagles face long-standing rivals and contenders, who will now have to adjust their defensive strategies in anticipation of Ward's playmaking style. Online communities are abuzz with debates comparing Ward to other quarterbacks in similar situations, dissecting stats, game footage, and coaching styles, all while trying to predict whether the Eagles' gamble will pay off in tangible wins on the field. Every rumor, every insider tip, and every speculative headline is being dissected and amplified across digital platforms, creating a narrative ecosystem that's both exhilarating and exhausting for die-hard NFL followers. This trade has quickly evolved into a story that transcends mere numbers and statistics, blending human drama, competitive strategy, and the thrill of the unknown into a single, electrifying sports moment that could define this offseason for years to come. The anticipation surrounding Cameron Ward's arrival in Philadelphia is reaching a fever pitch, as fans and analysts alike attempt to envision the practical implications of this trade. On the Eagles' offensive scheme, Ward's adaptability and field vision are being highlighted as crucial factors that could either make or break this bold move, especially considering the high expectations surrounding the franchise following their recent campaigns. The chemistry between Ward and Philadelphia's key receivers has become a central talking point, with pundits dissecting every potential matchup, route combination, and timing adjustment that could define his success in the upcoming season. Speculation is rampant regarding how Nick Sirianni will restructure his playbook to maximize Ward's strengths, from quick reads and mobility-focused plays to deep throws that could shift defensive priorities. In an instant, social media platforms are flooded with fan-generated content, ranging from highlight compilations of Ward's most impressive throws to mock press conferences, imagining his first day in the Eagles' locker room. Meanwhile, rumors about potential adjustments to the offensive line to better protect their new quarterback are circulating, with analysts debating whether Philadelphia will pursue further acquisitions to solidify this transition. Every facet of this trade is being examined under a microscope, amplifying the sense of drama, expectation, and uncertainty that surrounds a blockbuster NFL move. Insiders are suggesting that the Titans' strategy following Ward's departure may be equally fascinating, as Tennessee now faces the challenge of identifying or developing a quarterback capable of maintaining the team's competitiveness in the AFC. Questions abound regarding potential free agent acquisitions, internal promotions, or even draft maneuvers that could compensate for the loss of a player whose presence had been foundational to their offensive planning. Speculation also extends to coaching decisions, as the Titans staff must now evaluate how to modify game plans, incorporate different personnel, and instill confidence in whichever quarterback assumes the starting role. Analysts are particularly focused on the psychological dimension of this trade, noting that both locker rooms will experience a shift in morale, leadership dynamics, and team identity. Titans fans, while disappointed, are increasingly vocal about potential silver linings, suggesting that the trade could open opportunities for emerging talents to prove themselves. The media frenzy surrounding the trade has prompted numerous interviews, panel discussions, and debate segments, each exploring different angles. From contract implications to long-term playoff aspiration, the narrative is evolving daily, underscoring the unpredictable nature of NFL trades and the intense scrutiny that accompanies every high-profile roster move. FlyEaglesFly News family, smash subscribe and hit like. Your support keeps the freshest Philadelphia Eagles updates flying in. Drop your take in the comments and let's talk birds. Philadelphia's decision to acquire Cameron Ward is being framed by commentators as a calculated gamble that balances risk with potentially transformative reward, reflecting Howie Roseman's history of audacious personnel moves. Ward's skill set, including his pocket awareness, arm strength, and leadership potential, aligns with what many analysts consider an urgent need for the Eagles, a quarterback capable of elevating the team beyond its recent performance plateau. Observers are drawing comparisons to past quarterback acquisitions in the league, noting similarities in hype, media attention, and the pressure that inevitably accompanies such high-profile transitions. Speculation has extended to the potential marketing and cultural impact of Ward's presence in Philadelphia, with merchandise sales, local fan engagement, and social media attention all poised to spike. Insider reports indicate that both the coaching staff and team management are working behind the scenes to ensure Ward's integration is as smooth as possible. From playbook familiarization to building rapport with teammates, the narrative continues to gain momentum, fueled by viral social media commentary, breaking news alerts, and expert predictions that range from cautiously optimistic to dramatically hyperbolic. Fans, analysts, and former players are collectively shaping the story in real time, making this trade not just a sports headline but a full-blown cultural event within the NFL ecosystem, where every new development is dissected and debated. The trade's ripple effects are already influencing perceptions of divisional power dynamics, particularly within the NFC East, where rivals are now scrambling to anticipate how Ward's arrival could redefine Philadelphia's competitive posture. Analysts are weighing defensive schemes, predicting how teams might adjust coverage strategies, and speculating about game-by-game outcomes that could shift the division standings. Meanwhile, online communities are generating endless theories, player comparisons, and mock drafts to contextualize the trade's impact, creating an atmosphere of near-constant speculation that feeds into the narrative frenzy. Rumors about potential future trades, contract renegotiations, and even coaching adjustments are circulating alongside fan reactions, highlighting the multi-layered nature of a blockbuster move that affects far more than just one team. Philadelphia supporters are engaging in spirited debates about the timing of Ward's debut, the likelihood of immediate success, and the potential for mid-season adjustments that could determine playoff seeding. Social media influencers and sports content creators are capitalizing on this excitement, producing reaction videos, statistical breakdowns, and speculative storylines that enhance the sense of unpredictability and engagement surrounding the trade. Each new report or insider tip adds another layer to a narrative that has already become one of the most compelling storylines of the NFL offseason. Experts are closely examining Ward's trajectory and potential growth under the guidance of Philadelphia's coaching staff, emphasizing the importance of consistent practice, mental preparation, and chemistry with key offensive players. Ward's arrival has also reignited debates about quarterback development, adaptability, and resilience, with former players weighing in on the challenges of transitioning to a new system under the intense scrutiny of national media. Rumors about his first interactions with the locker room, practice routines, and preseason preparations are spreading rapidly, amplifying the sense of anticipation among fans eager to witness the quarterback's first plays in an Eagles uniform. Analysts are also considering the implications for the Titans' future, pondering how their draft strategy and personnel moves will be influenced by Ward's departure. The narrative is increasingly framed as a high-stakes chess game, with every move carrying strategic significance, media consequences, and fan reaction potential. Conversations across podcasts, live streams, and online forums are dissecting each angle, from potential highlights to risks, creating an ecosystem where speculation, rumor, and analysis blend seamlessly. As the season approaches, this trade promises to dominate headlines, social media trends, and fan conversations, ensuring that every development is scrutinized and amplified as part of an evolving Electrifying narrative that spans both franchises. That's a wrap from FlyEaglesFly News. If you want the fastest Eagles updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Sound off in the comments. Let's talk birds.